Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I hope you guys are all enjoying the daily crypto news. Well, if you are, make sure you support the channel by pressing the like button and subscribing. And also guys, the question of today is, what is your go-to breakfast? Do you go for cereal, a sandwich, with what? Let me know in the comment section down below. I was wondering about this the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask it in one of my videos. Today, we have so much news, I don't even know if we'll be able to cover it all in this one video, but let's start and try it out. Mt. Gox's rehabilitation plan again pushed by 3 months. Meanwhile, investment companies stepped in to buy claims from the creditors. So the deadline for the rehabilitation plan was previously March 31st. Right now, it's been pushed a little bit further again. It's going to be quite a long ride, it is. And really, this whole ordeal is just such a freaking mess. That's to say the least. It's such a freaking mess. And I'm still wondering what exactly is going to be coming from all of this in the future. I'm really kind of excited to see if it will ever really come to a closing and if people will finally be happy after this tragic incident of like 7 years ago or so. Moving forward though, because I don't want to make too many words foul on that, Bitcoin price spikes to nearly $7,000 on Kraken as whales transfer more than $300 million worth of Bitcoin. Right now on Live CoinWatch, Bitcoin is about 6,500, Ethereum about 133, and XRP about 17.5 cents. A lone whale was able to move the Bitcoin price by more than $400 on the Kraken exchange. Yesterday, I briefly gave you guys an overview of some of the top Kraken investors and what they were thinking. Well, right now we're seeing that a lot of money is being moved on Kraken. The Bitcoin price briefly surged to $6,800 on Kraken after a lone whale bought more than 1,000 freaking Bitcoin. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, is really the time when you can make a frick ton of money in just a split second, right? In a couple of minutes, you can most likely make a lot of freaking money. So how it works right there is that you, as an individual, set a sell order for right there, right? You set a sell order for, let's say, right, you start here, and you go all the way up until there, for example. You put a lot of sell orders or you put a lot of shorts. And at one point, because somebody's buying so freaking much, the only risk you have is that it's just the beginning of a bull run, right? But since the candle is so ridiculously large, 9 out of 10 times is just somebody cracking it all up and doing something crazy. You can see at the bottom here, the volume. Yeah, this is just so completely insane, not normal at all. You most likely know it's something that's not supposed to happen. It's something quite odd. You can make a lot of money by shorting these bigger trades and by getting a good order in. Same goes for if the price goes down like crazy in 1 hour. Most of the time, it comes back up. Like if you bought Bitcoin a couple of days ago when we had like the minus 40% on the day, gonna make yourself a nice, nifty little profit. Sometimes it's possible. $328 million transaction was also popping right here. Unknown wallet to unknown wallet, but a mammoth-sized transaction, guys. A lot of freaking money. But this does not appear to have moved Bitcoin's price. Most likely was just this one right here on Kraken Exchange. Has Bitcoin already hit its bottom? By Robert Johnson. Well, no. That's a difficult question, right? But Tonevay says it's hard to say if Bitcoin bottomed, but the way we bounced off 3850 is very promising. This is how markets bottom out. But nothing about this Bitcoin 2-year bear market has been standard. EX, these capitulations usually drive price to new lows, but we stayed above 3150, so basically nobody knows, right? That's my personal thought about it all. You can never tell if we've bottomed out. And there's nobody in this, okay, maybe there's a couple of people on this earth that might know, but us as the normal investors or traders, no, we don't know. It's a little bit of a guess. It's a little bit of a faith type of ordeal deal, because really you can never know for sure. Cardano CEO Charles Hoskinson says, we are delivering the best cryptocurrency period. Just like in how Charles is upping up the pace a little bit with another boost of confidence right here. To quote, These are amazing achievements in a very short period of time that has moved the entire state of the industry forward. That is, I guess, towards ADA for really picking up the pace and getting their stuff done. There's a big debate about this because Cardano is one of the slower projects out there, really not going really quickly with all of their ideas and phases. But supposedly they'll be changing the whole spectrum of decentralization, making a new high on exactly the standard. But we're going to be seeing it because it's a waiting game, all right? You guys know I love Cardano. I love ADA. You'll see me say that in every video, and most likely I'll make another video about it soon. But they're really slow with things, and it's sometimes difficult to really, I guess, portray the message very well to people who are unknowing, just because they will be like, all right, but what have they done already, right? And you're like, oh, well, they're busy with this. But then it's like, yeah, but what have they done? You're like, ooh, well, I guess they're on their way, right? And that's a little bit of a difficult thing. Same sometimes what I have with explaining RippleNet and specifically ODL to people. They're often like, all right, but what is it doing already? And I'm like, well, they're doing this and this, and I'm always talking on a small scale. But like, yeah, but on a great scheme of things, you know, on a worldly perspective, what have they done already, and what are they doing right now? I have to explain, like, yeah, well, I mean, they're starting out, but they've already got this and this. They're like, oh, really? And that's the big point about the crypto space. It's at such an infantry stage. It's only going to get better from here. It's going to be easier and easier to talk to people about it because more will hear about it, more will know. And at one point, it's going to be the standard. Bitcoin about to see major sell-off, U.S. Congress Republican candidate. New York's first Congress District Republican candidate David Gokhshtein commented on Bitcoin, predicting that people are going to start selling it soon. Here's why. Selling off Bitcoin to get some fiat, basically right there. U.S. total public debt skyrockets. It's pretty obvious people are going to be selling off their Bitcoin to put some fiat in their pockets. It's an it's not an uncommon opinion. It's a 50-50 split, I should say. A lot of people are selling off their fiat to put it into Bitcoin because of the tons of US dollars that are coming in right now, the trillions that are being printed, and thus they don't want to keep a coin or a dollar that can devalue so easily and so quickly. On the contrary, people for these scary times don't want to be in risky investments, speculations and whatnot. They want to have some in their pockets that they can really hoard and have value for always, a good store of value like gold or fiat, which you can buy necessities with. And that's when people cash out of these things, which is, of course, always pretty usual. Ripple-backed XRP payment platform launches on Google Play and App Store. Of course, we're talking about Zoom, or however you want to call that, making some great headway for themselves. Ripple-backed XRP-powered payment platform Zoom has launched its beta on the Google Play and iOS App Store. Zoom provides users with access to the XP ledger and allows for interaction between third parties. Ivan on Tech, Binance buying CoinMarketCap. We just went over it in our previous video. Make sure you check that out. Green Eggs on Ham says, in about a day, 1 billion XRP will be released from escrow, and ignorant XRP haters will tweet about XRP dumping, it's a shitcoin, and so on. Then most of it, if not all of that XRP will be returned into escrow. Happens every month for years now. When you see it, tweet this in reply. Well, we all know it happens all the time, and every time it comes around again, people are like, look at Ripple selling all this XRP, they're dumping on you. Yeah, I see it all the time, and it's really kind of fun. Don't be worried about that one. And also, Pacho Muchacho said, a message to all XRP holders, stop worrying if you have enough coins. 5k coins will be life-changing. 10k will probably be enough for you to never work again. Trading to make even more gains is risky and generally not worth it if you have no idea what you're doing, I should say, or add. Keep what you have stored on a ledger. And talking about ledger, link is in the description below. Make sure you buy yourself one. I keep repeating it. Make sure you buy yourself one. It is worth it. I always like to say, would you rather spend 60 now and keep the $10,000 worth of crypto you have, or would you rather hoard all your $10,000 right now and then lose it all once you get hacked, right? Or once the exchange you have your money on gets hacked? Because as I said before, if you have your money on exchanges, it's not really your money. If the exchange goes, you lost your money. We just saw with the Mt. Gox hack here as well. People are still 7 years later waiting for a small portion of their money back. Then I guess this is just my normal feed. And here Marcus G. Jones said, this is my favorite video. If the wealthiest and smartest man knows who created Bitcoin and knows it's going to zero, why aren't people listening? And there's a little video of somebody saying, oh, wait, let me put it softly here. In the video, he's just saying he knows who created Bitcoin is going to go to zero. You better just sell it, basically. That's his point. He knows who made Bitcoin. It's not a Japanese guy. So, yeah, that's an opinion, right? I don't necessarily know if this is good for XRP at all, or what exactly his point is. I personally think it's just a different opinion on the whole crypto space. Some people are going to really love it. Some people are going to really hate it. Yeah, that's the whole point to it. Maybe he has some benefit in the price of Bitcoin going down, right? Maybe he likes the attention from hating on Bitcoin. Who knows? But the whole point of today was just to make you guys not worry too much about the big drop that's going to happen tomorrow, because it happens every month. And yeah, don't worry too much about it. Don't hate yourself. And same for the holdings. Another video about that is going to be coming up soon, about how much you should hold and why to not be worried and whatnot. But I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Hopefully this was quick enough for a lot of updates. See you guys again in another crypto video.